that the roommate was a romantic partner, a male transitioning to female.
More and more information about the trans stuff is coming out.
Trying to learn more about what that motive actually was.
Well, some outlets are reporting that the suspect lived with a transgender partner. Is that accurate? And are investigators looking at this part of his life as a possible motivation?
Yes, definitely. And yes, I can confirm that. I know that has been reported, and that the FBI has confirmed that as well, that the roommate was a romantic partner, a male transitioning to female. I can say that that he has been very cooperative. This partner has been incredibly cooperative, had no idea that this was happening, and is working with investigators right now.
And how is that relevant to the investigation when it comes to the motive? Are you learning that?
I just have to stop there for a minute. What do you mean, lady? Are you insane? 100%? It's relative. You just don't want to hurt trans people's feelings. I'm telling you, sit down. It is 100%. It has only started. The information has only just begun, and you watch, it is gonna come out hardcore. In my opinion, I don't think this kid did it by himself. I just don't think so. I don't. I believe many things. But that being said, I don't want to just say things. I'm also really looking for factual information. That's why I keep making videos about it, because more stuff, it continues to get released. And I have some information that to me also links it to the trans ideology radicalization space. So that's why it matters, lady. I'm just so sick of you people just pretending like, oh, you can't blame it on trans. Yeah, we can. Yes, we can. We 100% can.
That?
Sure. Well, yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out right now. Again, it's easy to draw conclusions from that, and so we've got the shell casings, other forensic evidence that is coming in, and trying to piece all of those things together.
Okay, I'm gonna show you something now because he just opened the door for me. Okay, so that being said, thanks for coming back. I'm just so sad about all of this. But he mentioned the shell casings, okay, and that's where I want to show you this. So one of the shell casings said, notices bulges, OWO, what's this? So I was like, it has all these weird, like, hey, fascist catch, like Charlie Kirk's a fascist. Like, these people are so indoctrinated. This is the extremist. This is all in the trans extremist activism community. I see it every day. I see it every day. As a transsexual, older person, I see all of this language within this community. But this particular phrase, notices bulges, OWO, what's this? I wanted to know what that meant, right? So I went and I found the site that tells you, it's basically helps you know your meme, right? So it says, what is the notices bulge, OWO, what's this meme? The phrase inscribed on the bullet casing, excuse me, and it says, the phrase is a reference to a viral copy pasta that parodies online furry and role play. If you didn't know, you're gonna know now. Those trans young people are also part of the furry cosplay. It's like literally linked. They're linked together. It's totally part of the trans non-binary BS community. So I'm like, oh, well, there you go. There's another link to the trans ideological TikTok online kids dressing up like crazy weirdo people. And then I think it goes on. It has a lot of basically a lot of information here, and if you want I can link it so you can read it, but who cares, because it's just a bunch of BS about online bullshit. But basically the phrase appeared, like, it started I think in 2015, and it went on and it became sort of like a joke, and then the furry community, because it was making fun of them at first, but then they took it on. But I don't care about any of that. I care about the fact that this particular phrase that the wingnut shooter put on one of the bullet casings. Okay, so there you go. To me, that's linking the cosplay furry trans community. His actual boyfriend, girlfriend is a trans identified person. So now the neighbor witnessing them together, okay, and how he can confirm that they're most definitely together.
It was about 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing?
Yeah.
Do you know, where did you see them kissing?
Just coming out. I was riding with my bike, so I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, I saw them.
And when did you hear them talking about a doctor's appointment?
I would say about the same time that they came out, so that one time, yeah.
Where were you standing for that?
I was just riding by here.
Okay.
So.
And you were able to hear snippets of their conversation?
Yeah. Yep.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you have only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, random guys don't hold hands and definitely don't kiss. So.
Random guys don't hold hands and kiss. Bam. Yeah. Do you see, like, the media doesn't want to hurt, like, we don't make sure it does not the trans people. Like, no, sorry. Trans people, it's done. You guys built this space. You're going to totally have to deal with all the backlash that's coming down now. When you radicalize young people and make them hate people, okay, because they disagree with you, you're going to have to pay for all this. I just knew it was going to come down to some scary ass shit like this. And here it comes. It's actually so sad for me to watch all this. So this is the next thing I wanted to show you.
But his partner was transgender. If you put 5 old conservative men next to each other and pointed, you have a 3 in 5 chance of pointing out a chaser. That don't mean shit.
What are you, first off, talking about, okay? So yeah, it's a trans person. These are the people I'm talking about. These are the furry, online, weirdo, trans, ideological kids. This is a kid, okay? This is how they look, how they dress, how they act. It's so mental. I've showed you that because they think that it's normal to dress up like a clown and a bunny rabbit and a furry and cosplay and do all this stuff. And he wrote it on the casing of the bullet. So this I also think is an important, I wanted to bring up this screenshot here of the New York Post. And it says, Charlie Kirk assassination suspect had furry fixation, and his trans boyfriend proclaimed support for Biden on social media. I don't care about their Biden nonsense. I don't care. Clearly they're liberal, woke, left. They're extremists. They're not just regular old Democrats. They're extremists. These young people who are so indoctrinated into this thought process that everybody hates them and like it's okay to like go and shoot and kill somebody is so crazy to me. That's indoctrination. So there again, the furry thing, there it is. I told you. So, and I'm linking it to the trans. It is very deep in the trans space, in the trans young TikTok space. The furry and trans space is totally connected. The shooter is 22 years old. I don't know how old his girlfriend/boyfriend is. I have no idea, but probably the same age. Okay. So the next thing that I wanted to bring up here is
authorities are investigating the killing of the conservative political activist Charlie Kirk. The 22-year-old suspect in the case, Tyler Robinson, is scheduled to appear in a Utah courtroom tomorrow. The FBI revealing that the suspect wrote a note before the shooting saying he had the opportunity to take out Kirk and planned to act.
Joining us now is CNN senior law enforcement analyst and former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. So, Andrew, I want to play some of what Director Kash Patel said just this morning. Let's watch.
The suspect wrote a note saying, I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and I'm going to take it. That note was written before the shooting. Evidence of its existence, we now have learned, existed before the shooting, was in the location in the suspect and partner's home. But we have since learned that the note, even though it has been destroyed, we have found forensic evidence of the note, and we have confirmed what that note says because of our aggressive interview posture at the FBI.
So help us understand what that means exactly.
I'm not sure what aggressive interview posture means. It's not something I'm familiar with. But what the director is basically saying is their investigation, which has spent a good deal of time apparently focusing on the shooter's residence, which he shared with the person who I think he's referred to as his partner. We're told from Utah state officials that that person has been very cooperative, seems to be the only witness that they've identified as being continually cooperative.
So what does that mean, cooperative? Like telling him everything? Or I don't even know. I keep hearing he's being very cooperative. I don't really know what that actually means. And so it's so scary that he wrote that and that he's there totally putting it out, that he has opportunity to take Charlie Kirk out. And it happened. It actually happened. It's just mind-blowing to me. So the last thing I want to leave you with is this guy.
So his romantic interest was trans. His romantic interest was trans. Tell me again how the hell you can think he's right wing. His romantic interest was trans. And he was living with them. A lot of you gotta do some more backtracking now. Y'all just lie. You create entire fabrications, entire stories to create a worldview to absolve yourself from any guilt on how violent and aggressive and mean and hateful you've become.
That's right. That's right. Right there. This dude also left the left and the Democratic Party. Same thing. Fed up with it. They are vile, mean, angry, nasty, already turning it. Oh, it's probably a conservative who shot him. Nope. Guess what? Nope. And it gets even more. The story gets even more insane. Now they have a trans partner and you're all going to deny that. And now they're connected to the furry community and you're all going to deny that. Oh, it's going to more and more stuff is going to come out. I'm just like, in my opinion and what I think, oh, more people are going to be connected to it. Some group of weirdos. And it's all just going to come out. And when is it going to end? It took the death of a really great person. Okay. A really great, smart, intelligent, amazing. Doesn't matter that he didn't like my lifestyle. Doesn't matter that he doesn't agree with what I choose to do. I don't care about any of that. I'm stronger in my own space that I don't need his. I just don't need him to affirm everything I have. It's totally fine with me. But what I do need is to have people like him on this earth in order to actually have the conversation. Because maybe there would have been a point where I could have maybe changed his mind a little bit. He was so gracious to me. I will never forget it. He was so gracious to me. So, go screw yourself, all you weirdo people who think doing stuff like this and thinking it's okay and then blaming other people on it instead of holding the communities that are creating these young people who are suffering deeply. And this is what comes when we don't take care of young people, old people, people's mental health. And it's gotten so out of control. I'm just mind blown. And so with that, again, I'm going to tell you, we need to leave Charlie Kirk's family with a lot of love. And we really just need to understand how devastating this is for all of us, no matter if you liked him or not. It's a very bad thing that happened. And so with that, thanks again for checking out my channel, and I do appreciate it a lot. And I guess, yeah, I'll see you guys all on the next one.